Hi all, this is part 10 of Felid Venom Mage. We're here with Ultraviolent 4, and we are here on Snake 4, where we've been greeted to quite the welcoming party. I am afraid of just shock serpents on their own, even if they never wake up, because it's a very rude plane. Because when we take the retribution electric damage, it does a good portion of our health, and that's when it's not even shooting at us. And then consider everything else here. I think we just have to go back up. We're going to do that right now and just pretend we never saw that. We're going to X that stair out. It is never to be going down again. Alright, so we're in double digit episodes at the moment, and we still have 0 runes. This is basically Felid. It's why I don't love playing Felid. It's not because Felid is bad or because it's particularly difficult is not the right word. It is difficult, but mostly because you have to be very patient. So we've been very patient. We haven't lost any lives yet. Still got 2, and if we lost them, we'd start getting them back very quickly because we've skipped lots. But the games take ages, and that's, I don't know, can get a bit tedious. So yeah, Felid. We are training spellcasting up to, I think, probably 12, and then we'll stop for a bit. And we're also just kind of generally training stuff. So stealth and unarmed combat makes our stabbing do more damage, as well as making us more able to fight just with our paws if need be, and also less easy to detect. Fighting and dodging, we're just going to take to 27. Actually, I feel like maybe, I'm going to focus fighting. As painful as that is when you have minus 40% HP, you really need all the HP you can get. And then if there's something else that we want to start training for in particular, we can dial it back a bit. If I open this door, we're going to be opening Pandora's box. Let's hope our third stair is a bit better. Yeah, it is. We've got another requirement scroll. Please. If we could... No. Okay. Well, we're going to be going jewelry again. We still don't have any R poison. In fact, we've got identify scrolls. Let's just do the wand of confusion. Who knows? There might be some situation where... No, there isn't really one. I was going to say we're out of mana and we really just need to hex something. But our paralysis wand is almost always preferable. Maybe it runs out of charges. There you go. That's the situation. Okay, so let's go acquirement. We don't have many options as a Felid, but we're going to pick jewelry. It's a plain brass ring. Is this the R poison? It is a ring of positive energy. Alright then, game. That's okay. It's great. I'm very happy. We don't need that. It might be okay to carry around actually. We have plenty of item slots because there's so few things that we can actually use. If we meet something that has negative attacks, I'm thinking a Shadow Dragon, but we're not going to see those for a long time, if at all. But what else? When we go to our Undead Swamp, we might see... I'm trying to think. The Ghost Crabs drain you. I don't know. Anyway, if we see monsters who have RN, we could put that on. I'm going to try to do this stuff one at a time. Confusing touch. Come on. Why is it broken? Same thing here. Could have constricted us and held us on that floor, but that's not a big deal when there are no other monsters around. Okay. This door up here, it kind of looks symmetrical with where we came out of, but I think this is likely to be the end vault. So I'm going to X that out. we don't want to go in there. Certainly we don't want to go in there yet. I mean, we ultimately have to if we ever want to actually get a rune. Okay, good. Oh, we confused him. It worked. What is wrong with that guy? Please. Okay. This Naga warrior, we only have a 30% chance to confuse. I'm thinking maybe we try confusing touch, but this Naga also has a large shield, so it's going to be hard to land our shots. I guess we do just go the confusion spell, and it worked first time. What was I worried about? Also, how are we going to do this? Let's see if there's some other way in. Oh, blink scrolls. They're extremely useful. Do not want to step... Oh, it's happening. God, we lose so much health from that. Don't really want to step on the alarm trap. Although, that can be legit on some characters. Like if you're like a deep dwarf of McLeod or something, and you can heal on kills, it is actually legit to dig a kill hole in here. So only one monster at a time can see you. Then you step on the alarm trap and then just chill in your kill hole while everything on the floor runs at you. Don't want to do that as a feeler though. I'd rather just stab everything if we could. I really want to get the Nagaraja, and we did. Thank you, Shadow Step. I really don't want to die to this guy. Oh, God. More int. Okay. Well, those were the most dangerous ones in here that we saw. The Nagaraja and the Shock Serpent. So this is no longer quite as bad. Can we get you? Okay, yeah. And all the plain ones are fine. Good. We'll get our mana back before we deal with a Guardian Serpent. Something, such a pure experience, hexing and stabbing stuff. Or not so pure in the case of that guy. But yeah, we're still using Ensorcelled and Confusion. That starting Hexa book can take you so far in the game. I mean, it can mostly get you to about Zot. It's funny. You see advice threads on Reddit where someone's an enchanter and they just got into Lair and they're talking about it's harder to hex things now, so I don't know where I should go. But really, you can keep hexing things all the way to Zot 5. And for the things that have large magic resistance, you just use Dazzling Spray. This floor looks like an alien. Or some sort of fly or something. Like these are two giant eyes and then a bunch of tentacles. This is a cool floor layout. Everything saw us. Run away. We're faster than all this stuff. Don't run away towards the end vault because if we make lots of noise they might open it. Man, again. These large shield Naga warriors, we've just been one go confusing them. There goes our deflecting missiles. Alright, let's go again. I would need to put on wizardry. More blinking. We've got 6 blinking. Oh, this looks scary. Anything with a guardian serpent is just scarier than without. And there's an alarm trap there. It wasn't too bad. I was imagining a room behind it filled with shock serpents. Which is probably what you should imagine, because I thought maybe I might shadow step in to try to get that guy, but if you don't know what's behind something, it can be scary to shadow step in. Not that that often stops me, but it's worth considering at least. Go away, shock serpents. Okay. I just want to shadow step to this guy because I don't want him to wake up before we get to him. Again, every Naga warrior on this floor has had a large shield. Ah, the end vault door's open. That explains where all these extra enemies are coming from. And yeah, we're gonna get Guardian Serpented on. Okay, as long as we get this guy, yeah, it's much less dangerous. Okay, now we can blink. We didn't get out of it because of constriction. Alright, good. And now this guy, we'll just confuse him. He swapped. Okay. Well, the plan was just to confuse him so he would get in the way of all the chasing monsters. But, yeah, they just switched. Alright, we need... rest off the contam. Don't get too hasty. Alright, yeah, I forgot. Should have confusing touched before we came down. Okay. We've had a lot of luck confusing them though. Again, the large shield. It doesn't change anything, but it's interesting. If you were picking your large shield based on fashion, you'd be spoiled for choice in here. Come on. Okay, we gotta go. Enough attempts. We're probably... no? Okay. I thought we might be too far away to try to ensorcel, and then it would have just woken up. We've got a Nagaraja coming. That's really scary. If they're awake, they have really high MR, so... we're probably going to have to... I guess we need to try to... Dazzling Spray will probably be the choice. Let's try it on this guy. No. Okay. We blinded the Nagaraja. There's so much stuff coming. 3 more Nagarajas. Okay, we got that one next to us. I don't think he'll come upstairs though. He did. Okay, well, let's see if we can stab him while he's blinded. Good. Alright. So there you go. So those posts asking for help against high MR enemies when you're in there, you can get Nagarajas with Dazzling Spray. As you can get most things until you get to Orbs of Fire and... Ooh. Also, let's see if we can... let's break Constriction. We really do not want to get constricted by these guys. Alright, well we just killed him with Conjurations on Dazzling Spray. Let's see. Yeah, 1% to confuse him. So it's gonna have to be Dazzling Spray. Nope, he broke out. It's blinded again. If you just would stumble next to us, sir, that would be real nice. He's hasted. We're nearly out of mana. We'll go one more. No, we could just kill him with an Ice Blast, actually. Yeah. Thought so. Don't like this. I thought the Guardian Serpent hadn't seen us, though. Why don't we try Cause Fear? We haven't used that at all yet. Yeah, there you go. So we pulled some off us. If we just get around this corner. Yeah, good. The reason, if you're wondering why it's saying that would be overly suicidal, it's because you can't use Ensorcelled Hibernation again on a monster that's recently been Ensorcelled. So when I'm using my macro to try to Ensorcell something that's already had it, it's not a valid target, so then the macro tries to fire it at ourselves. And so then the game says that would be overly suicidal. This has been pretty good. As in, it seems like stuff is just sort of filtering out and we're kind of fighting it. But we're not fighting any big packs at once, which is what you want to do as a Felid. We'd basically just have to manually do what's being done naturally. As in, try to alert things one at a time. There's at least one more Nagaraja running around. Just going after the warrior and ignoring the Naga. Okay. I was thinking maybe we should back up and heal, but I went for the greed play. And we're getting punished for it. So we've got a Ritualist chasing us down as well, who's just begun to do Ogrebs while we've got a Ritualist coming. Okay, so yeah, I regret my decision. The greed play did punish us quite badly, actually. What if we come up to this hole up here? And that way, only one of them at a time can see us. And also, because we're stealthy, they might actually just not find us. Yep, that is indeed what happened. Did eventually, but the Nagaraja's not with him, so that's much less dangerous. Good. Oh, we got him, okay. Fighting to 14. We've almost got 90. There's Vashnil. Okay, I'm gonna say that she was on the floor above and she got shafted. Prove me wrong. Because where's her Nagaraja pack? Also, I don't know how we kill her. I don't think we can. Maybe vulnerability and then like a paralysis wand might do it. Ooh, let's see. Paralysis wand is a 2% chance to get her. Let's read vulnerability. That's gonna halve her MR and then have a look. 34%. Okay, let's go. We got her. Now let's shadow step in. And while she's paralyzed, yeah, we get her. Sick. Yeah, that's why I get sad when I see people not pick up their scrolls of vulnerability. Because they are very useful sometimes. I don't know how we would have killed Vashna otherwise. I don't think we could. Say, the Nagarajas, we've been shooting Dazzling Spray at them. But if you try to do that to Vashna, she's just going to kill you. She does so much damage. I think we're lagging out. Oh yeah. We're back. This is just one guy. That's not her pack. She was definitely meant to be upstairs. Can't prove me wrong. I want my money back. This is a bit scary because of the Nagaraja that's coming too. Please no constriction. Good. Gonna throw up Confusing Touch before we go down. Okay, good. And so we're gonna have a Nagaraj on top of us. Let's Confusing Touch again. Okay, well he just wandered off. Those didn't see us. They did now. And the Salamander Mystic hasted the Nagaraja. That's always a good time. No, the Sharpshooter I mean, sorry. Okay, we got one. This guy's hasted and full HP, so we'll just reset. You keep wandering away. Stay at the stair. Why do you have to be difficult? Then a Confusing Touch. Of course, he pulled out of it so quickly. And we're getting constricted to death. He's also now hasted. Okay. We're gonna go... No, he's out of it again. We're gonna go back up. He did not get Confusing Touched very easily. And then he pulled out of it really quickly too. This is probably too scary. Let's take him up if we can. He didn't come. If we get made poison vulnerable at the same time that we have a Nagaraj on top of us, we're in a lot of trouble. We're being constricted, so I'm going to blink. And then we're just going to shoot Dazzling Spray from range. I think, yeah, we got there. Okay, good. Confusing Touch on this guy. Got to be careful because we're starting to get quite poisoned. Okay. It's alright when it's just one enemy though. Who was like kidding? All that time when I was saying it would be impossible to do these branches without curing and our poison. We've never had our poison and I don't remember using a single curing in either swamp or snake. Turns out Felid doesn't need anything. Just patience. Just a little patience. Yeah. Yeah. Just a little patience. I can't do the rest of that. It's probably beyond my singing capabilities, as immense as those are. We can have a go. I've been walking the streets at night. No, I made that purposefully bad, just for the record. This Nagaraja is proving very difficult. Keeps hasting himself and then constricting us. I'm gonna wait to wear that off, and then yeah, if he's gonna hang back, Dazzling Spray. If he comes to us, Confusing Touch. He's hasted again, and he just took off our deflecting missile. So I want to go back up because his venom bolts, when we can't dodge them, are much scarier. Took out deflecting missiles again. That guy was a boss, that Nagaraja. He made a really good attempt at killing us. Also, this guy is just immune to confusion. Okay, so I don't see any more that are running out. Time to stick our head in and find out how many more millions are in there. Okay, never mind, we got some more sharpshooters. Maybe we should do one more, just run around. Well, there's one immediately. So we're going to go Shift X, Control F to figure out the floor, and then we'll just run around. Monsters no longer spawn on floors in progress, so it's not like running around like this, rechecking the floor is going to punish us in any way. Like the new packs are not going to spawn as we do this, and that way we can just make it safer so that if we do have to retreat from the rune vault, we know that the way behind us is clear. Okay, looks like we've done it. So in we go. The number of Nagarajas we fought gives me good hope that this is pretty empty. And I'm trying to stick to the outside. Oh, no, okay, he woke up. I was considering shadow stepping in on that Nagaraja, but he actually didn't even give us the chance. Where is the Nagaraja? Okay, he just didn't come. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Stick to the outside. Makes you less likely to be noticed. And if you do get noticed, you can break line of sight. I think looked like he saw us. I just had an attempt at the 1% confusion just to try to get his attention. I don't like this. This guy's hasted and seems very strong. I'm staying away from him because his constriction really hurts. Alright. Yeah. He's too strong. We're leaving. Heal up, reset the fight, try again. And we're hungry for the first time probably all game. Taking this slowly in case we get constricted like that and we're actually failing to break loose. That was useless actually. Using Ensorcelled on that guy when I had Confusing Touch Up was just a complete waste of time. What is up with this guy? Why is he so strong? And that's because when you hit a monster who's Ensorcelled, they'll wake up, and when you have Confusing Touch Up, you'll do no damage. Hey, a rune! Hey, we got a rune. Sweet. Alright, well that's good news. So, what's our MR situation look like? We've only got 2. So we could go into Swamp to try to do Swamp 4 again and claim our Swamp rune. Or we could head into Vaults, but we're going to get marked a lot in Vaults with only 2 points of MR. This game has given us no MR and no R poison. And we've used 3 acquirement scrolls on Jury. And we've seen 2 Bazaars, I think. I don't want to be bitter, but I'm a bit bitter. Well, I think we go to Swamp. I don't even remember why we left. Bai Susan was there, but she was on Swamp 3. Swamp 4 had the... Yeah, okay, I was worried about the miasma, I think. Is there Passage of Galubria in this? No. Okay. Alright, well let's try Swamp again. Swamp 4. I know there's also a ghost around who has a venom weapon. The Ghost of Red Sky. What are these? They're swamp worm zombies. Okay, not too afraid of those. Yeah, all these zombies are fairly easy because they all have a really low MR. Why does the macro keep targeting the same ones? There's Mara. Okay, never mind. I think we actually maybe can't do this. How do we kill Mara? It's basically impossible. We used vulnerability on Vashnil and that worked, but that's not going to work on Mara. We'd have to avoid him. We've got no points of RF unless we put this protection from firing on. Ugh. How do we do this? Maybe we just have to go into vaults with no MR. Red Sky's Ghost. Still only 15% chance to confuse him. Let's try a Confusing Touch. Gotta take this slow because he can poison us. Okay. We got the confusion off. Yeah, he shrugs it off too quickly. We're going back up. How do we do? Oh, it's the Angry Storm Dragon. I don't think we can do this with Mara and a ghost running around, and then it's going to be the Miasma ending with a Bone Dragon, who again is going to be hard to take down. Alright, well I guess we're going into vaults with no MR. The Spriggan Life. We basically just need to get more. We need to get more levels and then we'll get more natural MR. That's basically the only way that I think this is going to happen. Alright, so we're extremely worried about Vault Guards, or no, Vault Sentinels marking us. Fortunately, they don't have great MR, so we should have a good chance to hex them. But still, let's see, do we have full power on our Confuse? No. And we don't want Ensorcelled either. If we just trained a little bit more hexes, we could get those up and that would make us a little bit safer. I could do some ice, which would help Ensorcelled, but if I'm going to train hexes for Confuse, that will also work just as well. Okay, well spellcasting is almost at 12. Let's get that there and then we'll train a little bit more hexes. Oh god. Do we live the dream and try to stab them all, or do we all grab them? I'm going to say we live the dream. I'm so glad there was no Vault Warden in there to completely punish us. What do these guys look like? 52%, that's really good. Unless it doesn't work. Why is it unaffected? I don't know. We must have, dude, got him and then he woke up before actually dying. Can we just finish him off? That would be good before we go back upstairs. And maybe an Orgrebs to get these guys. I'm not too afraid of them at ranged because we have deflect missiles. If we just get one more Orgrebs off, no, not happening. Hey, that's my repel missiles. Deflect. Repel missiles in. Oh god, it hurts. Oh god, it really hurts. What's your confused chance? 63%. Good. Dude, you're going ham. Don't want to lose a life. We don't have many of those. Feels like a while since we've been poison clouding things. I mean, okay, that's mostly just because we went into Snake Pit where most things have our poison. It wasn't any. Oh god. I feel like the more dangerous one is the Ogre Mage because of Paralyze. But I don't know what's in here. If there's a Warden or something. So I'm going to pick the Dragons to go to first. And then, no, never lucky. Also, they can have Crystal Spear, although we have enough. Only 6% to paralyze. That's a bit better than last time. It was about 14 from memory. We have enough HP to not die to a single Crystal Spear. Well, we do if you add our magic as well, because of Guardian Spirit. Maybe. Can we confuse this guy? 30% chance. We can Confusing Touch him though, surely. Yeah, good. Warden, please. Good. The Dream. We're training more stealth, so this should, one hopes, happen more often, where we just get to stab whole packs of enemies. Let's all grabs everyone. A sneeze building up. Just trying not to sneeze. Alright, we're good. I would be unprofessional. Alright, yeah. Poison doesn't work on the wargs. I was not getting the Ograb's value I thought I was. Man, I wish I was playing beer. Well, I wish that just generally because beer is so fun, but we've seen so many orcs in here. Also, this Yaktor Captain Simulacrum, even though it's confused, you see how much damage it does when it hits. We're gonna stay away from it and just shoot dazzling sprays. Here we go. Dare to dream. Damn it. Started holding my breath. Let's all grab them all. As long as the Ogre Mage can't see us, can't paralyze us. So this does look scary because we're allowing two-headed ogres to be hitting us. But we have 40 evasion, so it's kind of difficult for them to hit us. Although if we get paralyzed, we lose all our evasion. So we will very quickly die if that eventuates. It's kind of unlikely though. First of all, the Ogre Mage has to have the Paralysis spellbook, and then also needs to 8% hit us. Okay, we got a pretty good confuse on the Deep Troll Mage. It's still the same on the regular ones. They're a bit scary because they have LRD, Lee's Rapid Deconstruction, and you can't dodge that. So they're an enemy that has a form of guaranteed damage on Felids. And they'll guess where you are as well, so they're hard to get away from. Because even if you can run around, they'll blow out your walls. Also, this guy, if you would just stop. I'm gonna touch him. And this guy. Also, the deep trolls really hurt. We can have. Yeah, I was gonna risk one more shot. No, okay. More Ogrebs. We're just gonna have to start heading towards the exit, I think. Maybe we can. Yeah, okay. 50% chance for the win. Whoops. Okay, sweet. That's all I cared about. As long as we could get the mage, then these ones can all just be poisoned out. I always want to say choked out. I don't know why. It kind of feels like what Ogrebs is. It's like slowly choking someone out. Stealth to 17. Let's keep going. Convokers, 52% chance for hibernation. Good. It'll be even higher for confused, so that's good to know. If they start calling things in, if you can confuse it, you'll stop the call. You woke up. Fire Dragon. Okay, we'll get out of vision. We really need to have protection from fire on. So we'll take 50% less damage from it. We don't want to get too shot by Fire Dragon. 35% to Ensorcel. Confuse is 47. 47 is acceptable. Good. We see here a dragon scales that we can't wear. And no, we got the extra level, so I checked out MR. It's still only at 2 points. If we ever got to 3 points of magic resistance, we could go into elf. I typically I don't love going into elf, especially not early on a Felid, because the damage in elf is so spiky and you always have such low HP. But we have heaps of HP for a Felid when you consider we have 36 extra from our magic. And we just got to 12 spellcasting, so we're going to stop that. And what did I say we'd do? More hexes. Yeah. We'll stop training fighting. Sorry, we'll stop focusing it. We will keep training it. I'm going to focus some hexes. It's going to go up really quickly because it's a +4 aptitude. And I kind of want to shadow step in. I didn't know what was behind, so I was risking really dangerous things. Man, I love it's so satisfying when you just stab a whole pack like that. But I was risking scary things being there. But the wizard has paralysis and banish, both of which are really scary to us. So it's good to just kill them as a priority with our shadow step. This is a stone giant simulacrum. Do not underestimate how much damage simulacrums do, even if confused. Confusion on this guy is 64%, so if he ever wakes up, like right now, we can confuse him. So we can probably most of the time avoid being marked, as long as we get a confuse off first. Let's go to the Ogreb's value. His value is off the charts right now. He had blink. What does that tell us about his spellbook? I thought I saw him blink. Maybe I'm insane, but it means he has Crystal Spear. That's not what I wanted. I wanted more Ogrebs. Yeah, I did see him blink, because there's a Bolt of Fire. Yeah, it's a Bolt of Fire, Crystal Spear. It is hard for him to Bolt of Fire us because of deflected missiles and our evasion. So I was being lazy, but probably playing optimally, we should have put the protection from firing on. Oh god, that's a lot of things. I've been a lot of ogres on this floor. Maybe we should just get some vapes off. Still the most dangerous one, and probably always will be in these packs here. Because these regular, even the double-headed ogres, they're just... Oh, okay, except for this one who's been hasted. So we should probably hex him. And he immediately woke up and socked us. Okay, he's as sick as possible. We can just blink away. Okay, well before he was so rudely hitting us with his haste, I was trying to say the double-headed ogres are 10 speed, so we can always kite them with relative safety. Or even complete safety actually. That's a Raiju, but he's probably a shapeshifter. All the same, in this form, he can hit us with a Lek, which is always scary. So we're gonna hex him. Good. It was indeed. I'm happy with this mutation set. I'm just thinking about eating more meat, because we have 8 potions of mutation now, so we could always try to undo anything bad that happened. But yeah, I quite like having clarity and a little bit of extra dex and evasion we have. Maybe we should have shadow stepped to the captain. That was a bit dangerous. They do a lot of damage if they hit you. But again, why does it not work? These guys, are they just machines or something? What is an Ironheart Preserver? Because it seems like you just can't ensorcel them. They must be some sort of robot or something. Because they're definitely not undead. They don't have protection from cold. There must be some other lore reason going on as to why we can't get them. 48% chance to confuse the Vault Warden. That's a bit better than I would have thought. Stab, stab, stab. and 36, no, about the same, 48 to confuse. Alright, Vaults 1 done, on to Vaults 2. No, never lucky. Maybe we should try a Mephitic. It's been a while, but there it is. Let's go up. We need to get this very ugly thing off us because they do a lot of damage. Can we hex him? Yes, very reliably in fact. That is very nice to know. But very ugly things do a lot of damage. I love stabbing. I love stabbing. Yes. Yes. It does help if you whisper. Also, when you're sneaking up on a monster, it is better to press your keys more quietly so that you don't alert them and wake them up. He hasted. What does that mean? Bolt of Cold, Crystal Spear. The Crystal Spear is obviously very bad. Maybe we can... Has he got our poison? No. Interesting. Oh yeah, right, yeah. It's better to be quiet. What is this? Okay, Iron Brand Convoker. Careful of the zombies that hit very hard, like a fire giant zombie. Or a frost giant skeleton. And while we can, let's try and poison this wizard. I don't want to take hasted crystal spears to the face. Ogreb's time. The value that you can get from this spell is obscene. Ooh. Don't want to get hit though. Especially not from a green one. We haven't had to... Oh, please let me out. Damn it. Can we hit you with an ensorcel? Yes. Now, can we shatter step to you? No, because you woke up. Okay, this situation is very quickly going bad. If we can just hex and kill... We just lost our deflecting missiles, so we gotta take this very slowly. But if we can just stab the Vault Warden, we can get out of this room. Okay, let's go. And also, as we're running, let's chuck out the Cause Fear. That guy stepped on a Zot trap, and we got punished for it. But thankfully, it only summoned some demons. It did not paralyze us, which can happen, and did not banish us, which again can happen. So that was a good, fun and exciting Zot trap experience. And I think because of how tilted I feel, no, not really, I'm not actually that tilted, but it is so lame how, like, it's not even your fault then, it's just some random monster steps on the Zot trap and then you get punished. Through no fault of our own. Anyway, but I am going to stop this one here. I thought I might try and clear Vaults 3, but we're probably going to end up with an hour-long video that way. So we'll stop. If you join me in the next one, I don't know that we'll ever be going back to Swamp, but we might. We're also going to keep doing Vaults, and maybe even, if we can get a bit more MR, go into Elf. I'll see you then.